Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I picked the following article in order to show you the different standards this guy use, the bias they use in order to analyze certain pieces of information or situations. So that's a double standard basically. And I'm going to use Norway, and I'm going to use Russia. If you remember, Russia arrested Wall Street Journal correspondent and charged him or accused him of spying, being a spy for the Americans in Russia. Now the mass media, the Western mass media, immediately demanded, and the politicians demanded, that this journalist slash accused spy by the Russians to be released because he was wrongfully detained, and they know, including Wall Street Journal, the company that he works for, the media outlet he works for, and the United States, the politicians and the government, they know he is not a spy. So because they say so, he should be released. Russia, on the other hand, says, you know what, we're going to do it differently. We're going to provide evidence. He's going to come in court. He's going to defend himself. And we're going to see where the chips may fall. Guilty, not guilty. That's the process you would like to be treated by, correct? I at least want to be. It's not like someone breaks into my house and the neighbor says, no, he's okay, he's innocent. No, let me bring the evidence. He brings the counter evidence or disputes my evidence, and we determine. No, because they say, no, he's not guilty, I should just let him go. No, I will not let him go. Now, on the other side, you have Norway, who expelled some Russian diplomats just by saying that they are spies. They're spies. No questions asked by the mass media saying, wait a second, how do you know they're spies? Did you conduct an investigation? Did you do anything? What did you do? Can you provide some evidence? No, they just said they're spies. We're going to kick them out. Like the Russians will say, no, this is a spy. We're going to put him in jail. That's it. I don't need to provide you with any evidence. We decided that this Wall Street Journal correspondent, or whatever you want to call the guy, he's a spy, and that's it. 20 years in prison. Hard work, if you know what I mean. But on the other hand, no questions asked. So let's go first to this article. It's not an article, I just picked a random one because you can just click it and you're going to find the same BS everywhere. And it's obviously the US Sun, and here it is. Free him. US demands Russia release of Wall Street Journal reporter Ivan Gerskovich, wrongfully detained, end quote, by Putin. Putin personally detained this guy. He agreed with that because his services says, well, we got evidence, we caught him red-handed, so we said, okay, go ahead. Is it going to be a problem? No. And I picked this one, the U.S. State Department. The U.S. State Department, Blinken, has demanded that Russia free a captured journalist who was wrongfully detained. They already know by Putin last month. So he was captured. That's what I mean. Bad connotation. Wrongfully detained. They already know. So let him go because we say so. Wall Street Journal reporter, this guy, is accused by Russia of espionage. Something the journal and the U.S. government have both strongly denied. So because we say so, you should do what we say. Now, on the other hand, we have this article coming from Associated Press via Dayton Daily News. Expelled Russian diplomats are spies. Norwegians say, that's it. We say it is, and that's the way it is. Imagine that these guys will say, we say this guy is a spy, and that's it. Jail, straight. I didn't hear the Russians demanding anything from Norway. Did you hear anything? Or the Americans saying, hey, wait a minute, what evidence do you have? A senior Norwegian spy agency officer says, and I'm quoting, the intelligence threat from Russia is not gone, but significantly reduced after Norway expelled 15 Russian diplomats. They determined that. They kicked them out. End of story. Copenhagen. Denmark. A senior Norwegian spy agency officer said that intelligence threat from Russia is not gone. It's never going to be gone because you're always going to have spies from each and every country that has an interest in your country. That's the way it works, my friend. If Zimbabwe has an interest in Norway, political interest, economic interest, military interest, they will have spies over there, sent over there, placed over there, okay? If they have nothing, probably they will not invest in that. That's how it works. So not every country has spies in every country. Only when you have interests in the future that you want to fulfill. That's all. So the Russians will still have, and I guarantee you they still have spies on Norwegian territory, and they will always have them. Like you will have always idiots. I mean, you can eradicate stupidity, we know that one is omnipresent and it doesn't cost. It's for free. We all have it, more or less. But anyway, in this case, the same. Do you think the Norwegians don't have spies in Russia? I guarantee you they have. But they have interest, security interest, and other, you know. Like, I mean, I don't have to stay here 3 hours to explain something that's, I would say is well known. But if you don't know it, which I think you do, then, I don't know. Click. Take about 2 minutes of your life and you're going to find out. If you want to go in details, there are books. And if you want to go and get some training on that, and it's available. I don't know how old you are, but maybe they get you in. Anyway, but significantly reduced. You can't say that because you don't know how many they are. Because that's 15 that you think they're spies and you got 3,000. 15 is not significantly reduced. So you don't know the magnitude. So you can't say significantly reduced because you don't know the total number. Idiot. And he's Norwegian spy agency officer. All right, again, my friends, I can't say most Russian rockets are gone. They don't have any more unless I know how much they had and how much they have right now. And how much they have to know the numbers. If I don't know the numbers, I can't make an approximation on that. I need the numbers. Especially when I say most likely, most of them, just a little bit, or like this guy's significantly reduced. I don't think so. Because I would challenge you to give me how many do you think they are over there? And if you think, that means you know. Or you don't know. You can assume. But let's say the Russians have about 3,000 spies. Exaggeration. And they got rid of 15. Do you think it's significantly reduced? No. So what is this guy talking about? Does he know how many they are? And if he knows, are they under surveillance? Because that's how you do. You know, basically you don't catch them and send them out. That's BS. You don't do that. They are smarter than that. The intelligence services that are smart than that. What do? They don't send you there. They just monitor and see what you're doing. You know, and if they want to get, because they need to know. They need to know who are you with, who are you contacting, what's your mission over there. So if they get you and expel you, they don't know who you were communicating unless they finished everything, or maybe you're a threat and then they would get you out. I understand that one. But like this, you don't do this. I mean, look what the Americans, how they behave with Edward Snowden. That was stupid. They revoked his passport. They revoked his passport on his flight from Hong Kong to Moscow. Why? So he can get stranded in Moscow? And they tried to arm wrestle Moscow to give them Snowden, and Moscow said, no, we don't have an extradition document signed because of you. How about we sign one now? No, I don't think so. And the Americans didn't even say that. Why? Because the Russians have a lot of people they would like to have extradited from the United States, more than the other way around. So that's why the free country of the United States doesn't want to do that. So that's why they say, you got to give us Snowden. No, we don't have. Based on what? International law? Name me the law. Because we're strong. No, you're not. That was the final crack between Obama and Putin. When they demanded Russia give them Snowden, and Russia said, based on what? Now, if Russia would have been a vassal state country, would have given to them Snowden, but they didn't. That's a mistake. You challenged the boss. Not good. Now we have a war. I'm not saying that that's connected, but they already knew then who's who, what's what. So let's see what else these guys are saying. And I'm quoting, we are sure that they are intelligence officers. They're sure. All right? They're sure. Said Inger Haugland, head of the counterintelligence unit with the Norwegian Police Security Services, known as the PST, I'm sorry, I have PTSD right here, reading it the other way around. And I'm quoting, "We believe that the measure taken yesterday was a good and important measure." Okay, so we are sure. So they are sure. Probably these guys are also sure. No, they can't be, but only the Norwegians. We get the same point. We are the good ones, they are the bad ones because we say so. So anyway, on Thursday, Foreign Minister Anniken Huitfeldt said that diplomats were suspected of spying while working at the Russian embassy in Oslo. They were suspected. How can you be suspected when this guy says that we are sure? Now, which one is it? Suspect doesn't mean you're sure. Suspect is, I think so, I'm suspecting you are. I have doubts, but when I say we are sure, there's no doubts whatsoever. I don't see anything that would indicate that it's a doubt. All right? Anyway, it says, Haugland described them as specialists, but declined to give further details or say whether they had left the Scandinavian country. They're specialists, okay? Russian intelligence will continue to operate in Norway because Norway is important to Russia, correct, and vice versa. Anyway, so Dag Rosgel, a senior official with the PTSD right here, declined to comment specifically on how long the Norwegian authorities had known about the alleged activities of the 15 diplomats. So they don't give any details. They just say, we determined and we are sure. And the end of the story, okay? So anyway, this is just to show you, I think, one example of many how the mass media and how low the bar is for of proof for these guys versus the other guys. No, the other guys, we know they're not guilty. Give it to us. Well, who the are you? Oh, we are America. We are the best. Okay, well, no. Can we? We're gonna put sanctions on you. You already did. We're gonna do this. We're not gonna do this. We're gonna blackmail you. You already did. We're gonna try a regime change. Maybe you probably already did. We're gonna. No, we can't bomb you. So you can't use the last tool for our diplomatic toolbox, which consists of 4 things: threats, blackmail, regime change, and bombardment. With Russia, the last one works through Ukraine. Because courage is in groups. The bigger the group, the more courageous the people in the group. You know, the more singular you are or alone you are fighting the group, the more of a coward you are. That's in the new Western civilization. Plato, Socrates, and Aristotle will just do like this in their graves. Okay? How we got to this, I know how we got to this, but I can't say it because I'm going to anger a lot of people on this holy day of Easter. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.